Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Blah Blah Star. I'm really excited because as you can see we're in an aircraft and we have a very special guest here. We have a captain on board. Really honored to have Captain Mihir Bhagvati with us today.
Hi.
Hi. Let me tell you all a little bit about Captain before we get this started. He's actually an industrialist and they deal into lubricant oil. They're manufacturers of lubricant oils. And as you can see, he's an aviator and he loves flying luxurious fancy planes like one of these that we are here in. So, Captain, let's just get this started. Captain, how's your day been?
Day was exciting so far. So we went for a short spin in the morning and just landed. Now we're going to a place called Panheli, which is down south towards Goa for a meal, for lunch, and then probably play some golf there, and we'll be back over here by evening.
Wow, that sounds so exciting. Lucky Captain. He's always ready to take off, as I said. Okay, so Captain, can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start flying?
So basically when I was a kid, my dad used to be in aviation, like he was the chief engineer of Air India, and we used to go to get planes actually when Air India used to buy planes. So I used to go, that's how I learned cycling in the companies in Toulouse in France, with Airbus, with Boeing in Seattle, in Bordeaux, so many other places. So I've been with planes since my childhood. I used to spend my vacations back then. And I used to fly back in these brand new swanky planes with my dad, so it was a lot of fun, and I always wanted to become a pilot, and although not a commercial pilot flying jets, but yeah, I'm here a commercial pilot teaching students how to fly, taking their exams, checks, certifying them to fly commercial pilot jets.
Wow, that's amazing. So he's always chasing clouds and much more. An adventurer at heart, truly. So Captain, can you also tell us something about the most luxurious private jet planes that you've flown so far?
So I've probably flown in some of the most luxurious planes, including Global 6000s, the Gulfstreams 450s, the most swanky planes, but the most the closest to my heart is a Piper Super Cub, which was a darling airplane of J.R.D. Tata himself, which he flew. And today it's the oldest flying airplane in the whole of Asia, I would say. It's a 1940s vintage and I still fly it today. And it's a really sweet plane to fly. I mean, person who flies it falls in love with it. It's a very simple plane back in the 40s, how the technology used to be. And I'm really privileged to fly it and have it in our fleet.
The captain is the chairman of this chartered company called BB Chartered Company. And Captain, can you tell me more, some interesting facts about this company? I would really love to know.
So yeah, the company is called Bhagvati Flying Charters, and we do charters for a lot of reasons. We want every person to fly an experienced flight. So we do charters for helicopters, we do for fixed wing, for jets, and also the most important is the air ambulance service, what we have for getting people in for operations, surgeries, and a lot of other things to get into Bombay and out of any other place when they want. And yeah, it's been an exciting journey into this company. We see a lot of people, meet a lot of interesting people, and it's fun to fly them all over the place.
Wow, amazing. So you can also take it up as a hobby and anyone can learn how to fly.
Yeah, so at Bombay Flying Club, we have these hobby flying courses where you can take up flying as a hobby. You can rent a plane from Bombay Flying Club. We've got 11 of them. Come in over here over the weekend, fly with our instructors, learn how to fly, take your friends, family out for outings, fly around the city, how you drive in your car, and yeah, it's an interesting, fun thing to do.
Okay, so on that note, can you share an adventurous experience where you've flown with maybe like a famous personality or a celeb? Can you tell us a little bit, can you tell us one of those exciting stories if you have any?
Yeah, I mean, I've flown with a lot of celebrities. In fact, one of the celebrities who flies is Akshay Kumar, the movie star, and he loves flying, but he doesn't like normal flying. Like, he wouldn't like to put the airplane on the autopilot or something and fly, so he'd like to go into mountains, terrain, valleys, and all those kind of things.
Wow.
And put you on your edge of your seat. So he'd like to go buzz off somebody on the beach, or probably go over Panchgini tabletop and buzz some horse tangawalas and stuff like that. And yeah, he likes to do all those kind of things. But yeah, so we had a fun time with him and all that. And yeah, he likes adventure. Like, we've gone skydiving with him at Ambi and so many other places. Yeah, we've had a lot of times. And yeah, a lot of people, a lot of different personalities. Difficult to share all, but yeah, I love flying, and that's what everyone loves.
Surely says, and you're definitely the expert out here. So, Captain, I also want to ask you about this this flying club, it's such an interesting flying club. It's one of the oldest flying clubs, right? The Bombay Flying Club is one of the oldest flying clubs. Can you tell me a little bit more about the flying club?
Right.
And if you have anything interesting to share for our audience.
Yeah, so basically Bombay Flying Club was established in 1928. This is the first flying club in the country, established by J.R.D. Tata himself and Mr. Sassoon, who actually cleared up the coconut wadis over here and made this into a airfield, basically. In fact, one of my grandfather was the contractor who was employed to do this kind of job. And yeah, the flying club started in 1928. He was the first guy to get his private pilot and his commercial pilot license from the Bombay Flying Club. And yeah, he started the legacy of Air India, and the rest is history.
And the story goes on. Also, guys, I would like to tell you all that Captain also owns this amazing resort, Lake Vaitrana Resort in Igatpuri. This spreads across a scenic 3-acre property, and it's got these independent glass houses, Swiss chalets, villas and cottages, and it's got a 180-degree lake view. So you must take a look at that villa for sure. You must take a look at the property. So, Captain, since you've been using our channel manager, how have you benefited using our channel manager? Can you tell us? Tell us how you've benefited using Star.
So basically, so I own this property from 2013, and that's when we signed up just after you guys started up in Star, and we've been using Star ever since. Our property started with 3 acres. Now we have a 5-acre property with independent space chalets over there, villas over there, cottages over there, and it's not a hotel. It's like a boutique resort with all these facilities over there, serving Indian, continental, and also barbecue and a lot of other meals like local Maharashtrian and all that. And Star has been like really helpful in the sense I get to know what's happening at my property, how many rooms are sold, how many villas are sold, everything. I get a consolidated report, and it helps you connect with the world. So basically we get bookings from all over the world from Star. We have a lot of foreign tourists coming in and all that, and it consolidates and gives you a single report on the property, your sales, your figures, your annual revenues and everything. So it's a really good platform, and I recommend every property owner should sign up for it. The fees are very reasonable, and the they give you in a very easy format, which you can actually put it up on your laptop or on your mobile phone, and then actually figure out what's happening with it. And I'm very happy with Star. I would probably recommend Star to each and every property owner all over the world.
Thank you so much for your kind words. That's a great review that you've got, and we're really honored to have you as one of our valuable customers. We have a quick rapid fire if you're ready for it, please.
All right, sounds interesting.
Would it be bungee jumping or scuba diving?
Scuba diving for sure. I love the water. I love swimming.
It's amazing. Okay, what about coffee or fancy scotch?
Coffee. I'm a teetotaler. I love coffee.
So which is the latest movie that you've just watched?
Top Gun Maverick. You don't need to ask.
Course. Yes, Top Gun Aviator on board.
I love all the aviation movies. I'm a big fan of those, and I've watched every single one of them. And
I watched it too. Yeah. It was amazing.
I watched it thrice in the theater.
Amazing. Okay, and a quick advice for young entrepreneurs.
All right, so just follow what your heart says. Do what you think is right. Eventually money will follow. When I started off with 40,000 rupees, and here I am, so don't think about what will happen, how it will happen. It will happen if your plan is solid, if you think it will work, and if the market accepts it, it's certainly going to click. So just go for it and do whatever you like, and it'll make it happen.
Amazing. That's a really amazing piece of advice. Basically, follow your dreams and fly high, how you did. That's a wrap. Thank you so much once again. Thank you for inviting us here, for your valuable time. It was amazing.
My pleasure.
Thank you for... Can you tell us about this picture?
So this picture is 1998 picture, way back when there was no security at the airport. So this is one of my friend's plane, Firoz Kama, who happens to be a member of Autos as well, and you know him. So this is his plane, and he had employed this guy who used to be his chowkidar to sleep day in and day out under the wing of the plane. When our airplane first came in the first plane which came in 1998, and for our client charters, and
First one in India.
Yeah, no, first one in India for our company.
For the company. Wow.
So this is that one, and
and
so this is the small lounge for our charter company where people sit before they board the flight, use the washroom, and